Welcome back to the podcast. Before we forget, where I'm Duran,
And I'm Mike.
and we like to keep it short and sweet. So I got a question for you, Mike.
What's up?
Do you believe that Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jada Pinkett Smith are B-list actors? I got valid points behind why I believe that they are B-list actors. I really thought about this.
Okay, let's hear your points before I tell you what I think.
Let's start with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
This man has made countless movies, right?
Okay.
We know he's been in a ton. He's the Fast and the Furious movies. He has the Tooth Fairy, all these movies, right?
Okay.
But in none of these movies is he the main character. I know you're thinking Black Adam. That doesn't count because it's a star-studded cast, and I don't believe that the focus was around him. Although he was cast as Black Adam.
Okay. See, now this is where Google's gonna be our friend.
Oh yeah. I bought receipts. He got a couple. Even the movie he's just about to come out with, Red One, which is about Santa Claus, he is not the main character in the movie. He is an elf that's supposed to be protecting Santa, but there's also other actors that's in there that I would consider A-list actors. Like Chris Evans is in that movie. I would consider him above Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Fast and the Furious, he just became part of the family. He is not.
Rampage.
Even though he is in Rampage, the real main star is the CGI on the gorilla.
Baywatch.
Baywatch was terrible, and it also had what's my boy from the Disney Channel?
Yeah, but The Rock was the main character.
He was, but he wasn't. What's his name? I need to
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Zac Efron is just crazy. His stardom in movies skyrocketed.
Hercules.
Which Hercules?
The one where The Rock was Hercules.
See, I didn't even know about that movie. That's how bad.
Terrible movie, but
Moana. Yes, he was Maui, but it was about the young lady that was traveling on the journey to return the items back to where they needed to go so that they wouldn't get horribly murdered by Mother Nature.
What about the Journey movies where he's like the main character in those?
The Journey, those are a little bit older, right? Like 2012-ish.
Yeah.
It's debatable. Even Standing Tall, is that the movie where we used to talk about the scene where they kicked the dude down the mountain?
Mm-hmm. Walking Tall.
Mm-hmm. Walking Tall.
Doom. He's literally the main character in Doom.
No, that don't even count. And look, I even give you one. You got Game Plan. Game Plan was about him and his daughter, right? He was playing football, and then he got custody of his daughter, I believe, or he was trying to get custody.
Right.
Still not the same. It was whoever the woman was in there had a little bit more star power than him.
Okay. The Scorpion King.
The Scorpion King was about him. I don't recall exactly who was all the way in there, but let's be real here. This is Scorpion King, what, 3, 4 at this point? Who was really invested in The Rock being the main character? Yes, he was.
That was his real first big role outside of like him leaving WWE. So
that is true. I'll give him that. But even Central Intelligence, that was another hyped up movie because Kevin Hart was
a co-star on that.
He was, and it was all about Kevin. He was just like,
it wasn't all about Kevin. It was their chemistry.
Jumanji, same thing.
He was another co-star.
He was, but it also had Jack Black in there.
Pain and Gain. He was another
same
co-star.
Thing. And guess who was in that? Mark Wahlberg and Anthony Mackie, right? Am I saying his name right?
You saying his name right?
So that's for him, right? So you see where I'm going with this?
No, I don't. I still think he's an A-list celebrity.
He's an A-list celebrity, but a B-list actor.
He's an A-list actor too.
Jada Pinkett Smith has no movie that she is in where she is the main protagonist, the main character, whatever you want to call it. Look it up. Shame.
I don't think anybody's out here going, Jada Pinkett Smith is my favorite actor or actress.
Right, but they're in the world of acting, so we can't just discredit them acting. But I'm just saying, if that ain't it. They just been B-list celebrities around good.
Girls Trip. She was one of 4 main characters.
let's be real here. Girls Trip, people was way more excited to see. First of all, you could have even said Queen Latifah, uh, Tiffany Haddish, and who else was it? It was another female in that movie.
Exactly, but you know who you do remember? Jada Pinkett Smith.
For one scene.
The well, no, okay, she
Yeah.
wasn't, but she was the main
Yeah, she
female
was. She was the love
protagonist.
interest, but
Set it off. You cannot say she wasn't the main character and set it
she was
off.
the only survivor. But we was more interested in Cleo dying.
But she was. If she's the only survivor, then that tells you this whole movie was really about her.
Oh, it was not. I'm
Low key.
gonna let you slide.
Low
It
key.
focused on interactions she had in the movie. Nate, I'm in the bind. I really could use this money.
Wow.
We not finna let that slide. Oh my gosh. Then a classic. This is a hood classic. Jason's lyric.
She was the main.
Ah,
she was another love interest, but
yeah, and it was about the two brothers.
the light skin and the dark skin.
That's the start of the light skin and dark skin beef too. By the way, this is what y'all to know. But I'm just saying. And then Shane, you had the Waynes all over that movie. She was not a factor whatsoever. There has not been one. And
okay, listen. Yeah, woo.
You know what? Somebody else said that. One of my coworkers said woo, and I couldn't even let you slide with it. That is, you are naming one movie where that person was put in the forefront, but I still don't.
But you said there was none.
I don't think it's pushing her past the B list. I did say none, but then when we really did a deep dive, it took a minute to find woo.
We did, but I would personally, I mean, even without looking at her catalog, I wouldn't have put her in A list at all. I mean, just being serious. I would put Jada probably at this point in C list celebrities.
Ooh, here go another one. She been in the Matrix series for how long?
She's been in the Matrix since the first one.
That's the second one.
The first one.
The second one. They didn't introduce her until they went back to Zion. And they didn't go back until Neo popped out. No, he wasn't there. I mean, she wasn't there. When they went back, that's when we learned about
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And what else they got? They said she was in Madagascar, but I don't remember what she played.
She just did a voiceover. Wasn't that big.
And Scream, didn't she die in the movie theaters?
I have no idea. I don't remember her being in Scream.
And then,
I mean,
another famous movie, Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Love interest. But who was the main person? Kane.
There was a time where Jada Pinkett was like everybody's love interest.
Oh yeah, everybody wanted to date her, and I'm.
And in the 90s, early 2000s, we could have said she was a B-list. I would have even gone with B-list actor at that point. I see her as C-list right now,
which is crazy because when you think about it, it's like she has such an opportunity to be past that, to be something better and beyond. And I feel like she just plateaued and just stayed there.
I think she just fell out of love with acting. A lot of people do. I think she fell out of love with acting. She became a mother. She focused on that, and then she did her Red Table Talk, which
was on Facebook.
Yeah,
and then canceled.
Yeah. Which I honestly enjoyed that for the most part. They hit some real good topics, but that still won't push her past C-level or C-level status, in my opinion. I do think The Rock is an A-list celebrity and A-list actor, just because regardless of all of the movies that may have flopped, if The Rock is in the movie, he's getting paid probably some of the highest out there right now.
I'll give you that because of him being in wrestling and then him building a repertoire with that industry. But it still is not going to change my mind that I feel like he's a B-list actor because I feel like they just slap him in the movies. Like, you know what? I don't think we can get so-and-so to be in this movie. Let's just insert The Rock.
Have you seen Ballers, the TV show?
I have not. his TV shows or the show if he's on TV, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, Ballers was a really good show, in my opinion. He bought the Kansas City Chiefs, man.
You see how I looked at him? I looked at him with disgust.
I know you did.
But I understand what you're saying. His TV shows, I will give you that. They the bomb. Just any TV show he's been on is usually funny. It's cool. His wrestling is obviously top tier. I will never take that away from him. Absolute legend. When it comes to acting, I feel like they just slap him in there. They just whenever he can, boom.
Would you still consider Will Smith an A-list actor?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah because my man has survived the highs and the lows of the industry. So we all know After Earth was the most terriblest movie ever created on planet Earth. And you know what? To give that judgment, I actually watched this movie from beginning to end, and the plot was just diabolical. Them accents was terrible.
You better than me because I couldn't do it.
Yo, and then it was just a copy and paste from what happened at the beginning, literally happened at the end. And it wasn't like, let's foreshadow what's gonna happen. It was literally a copy and paste of the same thing. We just absolutely wasted our time. And only you have to be an actor of rapport to do that in a movie and get away with it.
Right. I feel like very few actors make a piece of crap movie and then can come back and sell the box office. Because like his last, I think they said 7 movies have all been over $1 million or $1 billion in the box office,
which is crazy. And it's a variety of movies. It ain't just like one or two of the same movie. He's playing different things. He was just playing a slave and emancipated, or that's the name of the movie. And then we turn around and we got Bad Boys Forever. And then before that, we had him playing Venus and Serena's father.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I watched it. That was a pretty good movie. And then before that, I mean, dude literally played Muhammad Ali. Not the best, but he's done it. But he's versatile. I would definitely put him in A-list. And then for his age to be acting like that still, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't see it a lot too, where they go from like music to TV to movies and like still excel as much as he did.
Absolutely. And then let's factor in that he's had success on TV shows. Anytime you show up to anywhere, it's always an event. Like when Will Smith is on something, it's definitely gonna be a debacle. Mans was literally getting laughed at because of his pain with his wife that he had, and literally became a meme, the crying meme.
Yeah.
And to beat the Michael Jordan crying meme is defeating itself because they use that for everything.
So they had him for that. They had him for the slap on Chris Rock.
Yo,
and they tried to cancel Will Smith,
and then it didn't work after all that. Like you gotta have some star power not to be canceled.
How do you try to cancel somebody and then he goes and does Bad Boys 4 and you're just like, yeah, remember that canceling? Yeah, let's forget about that.
That's the kind of fame I feel like Kobe had. And even though we're getting off subject, it's on subject because I feel like Kobe did something bad and then scored 81 points, and nobody never talks about what happened before the 81 points.
What? He did what? Yeah, no, but he scored 81 points, so it don't matter.
He became a new Kobe that day. He took a new number and everything. It's just crazy. But more importantly, we care about what y'all think. Y'all let us know. Do you think Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a B-list actor? And is Jada Pinkett Smith a B-list actor? And if so, tell us why. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we out.
Peace.